or one cluck. If I have to do 3, then the whip comes into place. You always want to start with the least amount of pressure and then slowly increase. Perfect, good girl. Horses respond off of energy. I haven't had to use my whip once. Just using my energy in my feet, to encourage her to do what I'm asking. So I'm gonna do a direction change. When you're driving a horse forward, you want to look at that front shoulder that's facing you. That keeps her going forward. But you also still want to stay back. If you get in front of that shoulder, what's she gonna do? Stop and change directions, right? That's how you ask for a direction change. You step in front of the drive line, which is right in front of the shoulder, and then you point. Good girl. She's still learning, so she might cut across in front of you, but she's still doing what I asked her to do.
Yeah, right. That's what she's been doing.
And to break her from getting into your space, you'll ask for the direction change, and you'll push into her to keep her out of your space. Good girl. And when you do lunge, transitions are really good. Walk, trot, canter, and then from canter to walk, but that's something that you'll do when you start learning exactly how to give her clear direction. If you don't give her clear direction, she won't know what you're asking. Okay. And she'll panic, and then she'll roam everywhere and not know what to do with herself. And then you have a dangerous situation. I know she's pooping, but she can poop and move at the same time. Because all she had to do was turn into the fence and turn her rear end and kick out me and kill me. It's little things that you have to, part of it is expecting the worst to happen. Good girl. See how I'm doing that? Now that was my fault because I was talking to you. I wasn't talking to her.
Right.
So that's why she turned into me and said, "Oh wait, what do you want me to do?" And that's exactly what I want.
So by releasing the pressure and
automatically you stop moving your feet, you go, you kind of tell yourself to calm down. What I like to do is shh, shh, shh. And I really enunciate with my body language, calm down. And she automatically stopped, and all I did was glance at her hindquarters, and she turned him around and looked right at me. And now she's coming into me because she wants to know what I'm going to ask her to do. And then of course the middle here, this is rest. So there she kind of invaded my space a little bit.
okay.
It was for security. She wasn't doing it to be mean. But it's still too close for comfort. Because all she has to do is go out and bare her teeth, and she's got a piece of my skin. You want to try?
Sure.
I'm actually going to give you the other whip because this will get all tangled. So you'll always want to make sure you stand in the middle. I'm not teaching you, girl. So I want you to get her attention, talk to her, cluck, whatever you got to do. Catch her eye, somehow. Okay, you're asking her to point, now drive her forward. Now use the whip, she's not respecting you. There you go. Keep pointing. Perfect. Release the pressure, put the whip down. Perfect. When you're
For a chicken, where you fixate your eyes so you don't get dizzy?
yeah, I like to put it right on the shoulder. Okay, so I want, when she does that, that was disrespect. So when she does that again and cuts in the middle, I want you to walk right towards that shoulder. Push her away from you because she's getting in your personal space at that moment. See how she automatically went away?
Right.
Okay, go towards the shoulder. She's cutting too close. When she comes around this side again, I want you to cut in that shoulder right now. Because now she's formed a habit. 3 times is now a habit. Go to the shoulder, shoulder, shoulder. There you go. Shoulder now. Perfect. Exactly. Perfect. Okay, so I want you to do a direction change. Are you comfortable? Step in front of that shoulder and point with the other finger. Perfect. Yes, that's exactly it. That's how you do a direction change. Nope, you did not ask her to stop.
I never need to though, I'm getting out of breath.
If you need to, when you ask for stop,
Right.
stop moving your feet, look at her hindquarters, and catch her eye. Perfect. Exactly. That's it.
Good job, honey.
You alright?
Yeah, that's out of breath.
Well, that's it. That's it. That's how you do it. So I'm gonna teach you how to move her hindquarters around you.
Okay.
I'll let you have a few minutes of a break. You can take it easy. So moving the hindquarters. Hindquarters, this side, and that side. You want her to get to a point where as soon as you look at it, she moves, like what she's doing now. You want the back feet to cross, like that.
Okay.
See how they're crossing?
Yep.
If they don't cross, that's a half-ass move. And this, you'll want to use the whip. You really want to move her hindquarters. She's a 2-year-old. She can move. She doesn't have arthritis. She doesn't have any issues. I'm asking her to move, and she's not. I want to cross. Good girl. She does it, you release the pressure immediately. I was just trying to show you what to ask for.
So what's the purpose of getting her to move her back, her hindquarters?
That teaches her respect. That teaches her, keeps you safe. That way she does, if you automatically go like this, she should already come alert and say, oh, okay, because what will happen is, if she doesn't move her hindquarters and you're already walking this way, you put yourself in a death situation. All she has to do is go that way and kick you. It's all respect. If a horse doesn't respect you, they won't move their hindquarters. They'll say, you want me to fucking move?
Right.
Nope. Try me. That's all that is. And you just want to keep going, doing both sides. See how automatically?
Right.
And I just look at that hip. Look at the hip. Look at the hip. Look at the hip. And then reward. She's doing what I asked. And I don't even have to use the whip. That first time I did because
Hey, listen,
she's a baby. So
is that common, like you're saying, puts you in a death situation? Is that could happen at any time with any horse, even one that respects
no
you?
matter how friendly you are with them. I've had my horse Regal for several years, and I've done the same type of training, and there has been a recent occasion where I've had him in a round pen, and I did not put myself in a good situation because I trusted him, and he actually kicked out at me. Any horse will do it because any horse still has that instinct to fight or flight. She's also a mare. She's gonna have a lot of attitude. She's a young mare.
Right.
You know, so she's still learning about herself. She's still learning her hormones. When she goes into heat, that's gonna be fun for all y'all. You're gonna see a whole different horse.
Well, the most excitement we've seen with her so far is and I don't know if it's a male or female, over there behind that house somewhere. and it'll start neighing, and she was running the entire yard full speed and like running to the fence and sticking her head over. And I was standing at the gate there because there's that opening.
Yeah.
And she charged me from back here.
Charge.
Like, well, I call it charge. She was hauling ass.
Like she was gonna jump.
And she was coming directly at me, and I was like, well, she's either gonna run through me to get through the fence, and I was like, hey!
Perfect.
And she
That's
turned
exactly
right.
what you should have done.
So I was like,
Yep.
but she did it twice, and I was like, okay, now I just shit myself. I'm gonna go back.
And I don't think she did it out of, it wasn't an aggressive, you know, it was
Nah, she wanted to
you're
go-
my security. I don't know what's going on over there, but I'm curious, but I'm going to go over here to my human because that's my security. But at that same time, that puts you in a very dangerous situation because if she didn't stop, you're fucked.
Oh yeah, she'd have run me over.
Exactly. So what you did was perfect. Creating that energy, creating, no, you know, that tells them, no, they don't want to be around you right now. And that was normal. She's, you know, doesn't have another horse here and stuff like that. And any horse, just like dogs, when they see a stray dog or whatever, they get excited. Horses, they just fucking run when they get excited. They don't really know what else to
Yeah,
do.
she came out of a pen with her mom and her sister and the other horse. Did
Right.
nothing. So
Exactly.
we thought maybe she thought it was them, and she was trying to
Yeah.
figure out how to get to them.
She knew there was an equine over there. Oh, that's familiar. Okay, how do I get over there? I can't get over there, so I'm gonna pace and stress and run because there's nothing else for her to do.
Right. Okay.
So that's the hindquarters. Now you really know when a horse is learning what you're saying, the licking and chewing. You'll notice it when you see it.
Yeah,
but-
we've seen her. She was doing it just the other day. I was like, well, she must be learning, or she was standing at the living room window. She likes to stare there and look at us, and she had her back leg relaxed. And
Yeah.
She had her picked up, and she
Yeah.
was sitting there chewing, but her,
Yep.
her head was in the corner. So I was like, Jamie thought she might be sleeping. But
Yeah, I mean, it really, again, it depends on the situation. Sometimes they'll lick and chew because they just ate something, a piece of grass or whatever. But when you're doing a lesson or you're trying to correct or trying to teach or whatever you're trying to do, if they're processing and learning what you're asking, they'll lick and chew. And that's literally their brain saying, oh, okay, I understand. And they may not understand, but it's still their brain. It shows you that their brain is working and they're trying to understand. So if they're licking and chewing, don't discipline them because that's them communicating with you. So she took that step forward. I didn't ask her to take that step forward. This is my bubble. You don't come in my bubble. If I was a wild horse, a mare, a stallion, I would have kicked the shit out of her. So that is so important, and I know that you guys have had issues with nipping in personal space. She's a baby. She's gonna get in your face. She's gonna do whatever she's gonna do. You have to stay on it. That one step forward, I automatically corrected her.
Okay.
That's not acceptable. I didn't ask you to come in my space. And she will actually have more respect for you and more love for you if you put her in the place that she's supposed to be in.
Okay.
Horses are herd animals. They don't know what to do. If they don't have a leader, they become restless, anxious, crazy, dangerous, and they look how low her head is.
Right.
If I upset her by backing her off, do you think she would be standing there looking at me with her head down?
Right.
No.
Right.
She'd be running around, being crazy. I don't know you. I don't respect you. So, yeah, the licking and chewing. So I showed you the hindquarters. Now the forequarters. That's a lot harder to do. But it's also very important, especially with the nipping and the personal space. Aside from the correction of giving that energy toward her face. So the forequarters are the same thing as the hindquarters. You'll just step forward. See how she crossed the forequarters?
I've been working on her with the
That's not a
forequarters.
cross. So you'll just keep giving that pressure. Perfect, and you'll release. You see that? Did you watch her feet? She
It looked like
crosses.
she was crossing the back feet, but I didn't really see her doing the front.
So watch the front. Forget about the back.
So do you need to hold on to her?
You may
Range?
until she starts learning how to do it. She's still a baby, so
Right.
she's still her muscles are developing and she might be a little uneasy. So I like to grab the halter until they eventually just move automatically. So, and I'm just gonna put pressure on this shoulder with my energy. See how she crossed?
Okay.
That front?
Yep.
Automatically let go. She did a good job. She did what I asked. She's not a crazy trained horse, so if I look at it, she's not going to know what to do.
Right.
But that will help you. That's a cross.
Right.
That'll help you as far as respect. This, I don't like that. Stop. And sometimes just talking to them like a human, that kind of helps you learn how to communicate better. Nope, get out of my face. Go. Go. It's maybe not so much them. They don't understand you, but it'll help you try to internalize what you're trying to say.
Gotcha.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Wolfie.
He's like, I don't know. I like the soft dirt. I don't know about you guys.
And you'll just keep doing that on both sides. You'll want to stand right where I'm standing here. She may not understand it at first, but then you can use the whip.
Just bumping her.
Just bumping. I'm not hitting. But if she doesn't listen, if she Coke bottles like what she's doing right now, I'm just going to increase the pressure because you know what I'm asking. Perfect. She did it. Now I'm going to release. You guys really need to work on that 4/4 thing.
Yeah, I've been trying to do it with her every day.
Okay. Because that's really important.
Yep.
Here you go. I want you to try it. You don't have to do the 4/4, so she doesn't really know it quite yet, but I want you to do the hindquarters on both sides.
I gotta go pick up Kit, but I'll be right back.
And you don't have to be in any really position. You just look at that hindquarter. She doesn't move when you're asking her to. Perfect. Perfect. Look at those feet. Are she crossing? Nope, she's not crossing. There you go. There's a cross. There's a cross. There's a cross release. Stop chasing her. Perfect.
I'll be right back, guys. I gotta go pick up Kit.
There you go. Nice. Perfect. She's very, you see how she's kind of connected with you?
She's staying in front of me, though. Is that okay?
It's because you're in the wrong position.
Okay. She's moving and she's crossing, but she's staying in
So,
front of me.
because you were on that side of the situation, that side when you were wanting that side to cross over. So when you want the other side to cross over, you're going to get on the other side.
Okay.
And just move. You don't have to ask for much, just because she knows it. You're just going to do the same thing. Perfect. Perfect. Now release that pressure. She did it twice. Let her go. She knows her hindquarters good enough.
I was trying to get the front one.
Oh, okay.
Was that before?
I
She
didn't know
did
you were trying
it too.
that. So, for the 4/4,
Walking into this one
yep, exactly.
right here.
And you're just gonna keep doing that pressure until she does what you're asking. Keep going, keep going. You almost got it. Perfect. Stop. You have to pay attention. You have to look
She
at those
crosses
hooves.
the front ones.
As soon as she crosses, automatically step back and let go, because that's a reward in itself.
Right.
Look,
So she's licking and chewing.
licking and chewing. She's processing what you're asking.
Right.
So go ahead and try again. Catch her eye, get her attention somehow. There you go. Perfect. Perfect. Keep going. Nope. Keep doing it. Keep asking. Keep asking. You're good. Don't walk back. Walk into her.
Come on.
Keep asking. You'll get it. You just have to know how to ask it.
Now she's got nowhere to go, though. She's like backed up against the fence. Just keep pushing to her.
Keep asking. Yep. Because you got to learn how to figure it out yourself. So what you're doing now, you're making her back up with your
Okay.
body language. So you're going to want to try again. Start on the other side. You're going to want to push into her shoulder. There you go. Stop. You see that?
Right.
See how it was different a little bit? That's what you want. Try it on the other side. Nope.
Okay, ready? We're gonna do this again.
There you go. Don't knock back. Go straight into her body. Walk straight into her shoulder. Don't wait for her. She's waiting for you. Keep asking. You got it.
Come on.
So right now that's disrespect, her yanking her head away
Pulling
from
her
you
head
like
away?
that. That is extreme disrespect because all she had to do was yank it a little bit, turn around and kick you.
Right.
Right? Try it again.
So it seems like she's good on doing the one
She's
side.
better on the other side, yeah. Just like humans, they have a good side, you know, they're either right-handed or left-handed. The horses are a lot the same way.
Right.
Walk forward. There you go. Yay! Stop! You did it. That's it.
Oops.
It seems okay on moving the back feet, but trying to do the fore.
Just because she doesn't really know it yet. But see how she's coming to you?
Right.
That's good. She's looking for your direction. So I want you to keep trying until it becomes fluid for you.
The other side.
Walk into that shoulder.
Come on.
You got it. Keep asking. Yay, stop!
Hey.
Good girl.
Good girl.
That's it. That's what you want. And look at that. She comes right into you.
She's like, where's my apple at? I give her an apple or a slice of apple in the morning as I'm leaving for work, and
Do
if
you?
I have any left in the afternoon when I see her. What?
She's like, yeah, where is it?
So.
Try it again. So she thinks you're asking her to turn her hindquarters. So
I was
just
trying.
grab, yeah.
I was.
Oh, you were? Okay,
I
sorry.
just wasn't on the right side of her.
Oh, okay.
I was trying to get on that side of her, and she got ahead of me. She was like, I know what you're up to.
Very nice. Perfect. Perfect.
Is that considered a cross?
Yeah.
Were you doing the forequarters?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even, sorry, I didn't even see.
Sorry, I was just doing it without asking her, telling you.
He's just doing his own thing.
That's fine.
Come on. You gotta move this side. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Yes! That's a step. Still good.
So the side you're asking needs to be the front cross.
Yes.
Okay.
You always want to stand at the shoulder that you're asking to cross over. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So let's see if she'll do it without a whip. Look at that. Automatically. Did you see that? You
You're
did.
not seeing her step away from me.
Well, she crossed. That's all it should take. You just walk into that shoulder. She doesn't move. This is where I would use it. The whip. Perfect.
Cross.
That's what you want. Perfect. She's Coke bottling, but she's still a baby.
What is Coke bottom?
That's where it's like, so instead of just moving her forequarters, she's also moving her hindquarters. See?
Right.
But that's, we're not there yet. You gotta learn how to ask the simple stuff before we start moving into the crazy complicated extra steps because she's still got a lot of growing to do.
Right.
And that's normal for her to not know what to do with her own legs. Perfect. And I automatically stop. Try it again. Good girl. See that? And see how it puts her out of my space automatically?
Yeah, she moved away from
She
you.
automatically moved, and that's just the forequarters. Look at that.
Yep.
And when I step and back away, she automatically turns her hindquarters around and gives me that eye-to-eye respect.
Looking for your next direction.
Exactly. Or just the space. So this, I'll just turn her head away. Stop. Look at that. Perfect. Perfection! You try again. I want to see you do it smoothly. shit. There you go. Perfect. Nope. She's not paying attention to you. There you go.
Good girl.
Perfect. What is she looking at? Not you, right? Get her attention. Pluck. Do something. There you go.
You're licking and chewing.
There you go. That was half a step. Half-assed, but it was still...
My battery's dying.
Yes! Do you see that? And she didn't even Coke bottle. Did you see that, Brian?
Yeah.
She did that and she didn't even Coke bottle. Her hind end was straight. Oh my god. Oh, I love this. This is why I do it.
She gets so excited.
I do.
You in
I
here.
can't help it.
Huh?
So I need to get you in here.
Yeah.
Give this back. I'll hold that for you.
And so, like, not.
Wolfie, get out.
She
You're
knows.
gonna get hurt. Come. Drop it. Go get it.
Hold that for you.
Nope. So that head shake, disrespect. Then you're gonna chase her.
Yeah, she does that all day long with walking around the yard. She does a little head whip and
If you're not doing anything with her and she's just playing, that's a play.
right.
But when you're in a lesson and you're trying to teach her, that's disrespect. You're not here to play right now. You're here to teach her how to respect you. You're here how to teach her how to be a horse. I got onto her really hard there because she knew what I was asking. I didn't ask for a trot.
Hey, get
I
out.
asked for a canter.
Oh.
Wolfie, get out. Get out. You're gonna hurt yourself. You almost got killed. Look. Licking and chewing.
Right.
Good girl. Good girl. So what I did there is I asked for a trot, not a turn in. But that she thought I was asking for a turn in. So that is a check. So now I'm gonna run it. That could have killed me.
She was just trying to there, see if she could get away with switching sides.
Exactly. I did not ask for a direction change. She does not make the rules. Because if she had changed directions and I let her, defeated everything we just taught her.
Okay.
Because now she thinks she can just change directions when she wants. And that'll come into play for when y'all start riding her.
Okay.
You asked for a direction change. She asked for a direction change under saddle with the bit. You got an out of control horse that won't listen to me. So with that again was a challenge. So now I'm just gonna run her. And then I'll release the pressure and she's not So if they do that, what I like to do, I ask for a direction change. Use that opportunity. Charger, chaser, then ask for a direction change. So that teaches her, oh, if I choose to make a direction change, I get chased. If you ask for a direction change, I don't have to work so hard. Good girl. Good girl. Look at that licking and chewing. Come on. Yeah. I think your son's having an issue.
He's trying to make the dog stay.
Sit.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear 'em.
They'll be fine.
Did you hear me about the direction change thing?
Part of it.
So when if she were to do that again, take a direction change. You know, I said chaser, right? Move her
Right.
feet. Then after you do that correction, then ask for your direction change. That'll teach her. So now I'm
Driving hard
chasing her.
now.
Now I'm chasing her. Now I'm chasing her. Right? Now I ask for a direction change. Release the pressure. So that tells her,
Get it.
But you're in charge, not her.
right. So if I make a ask a direction change, I have to work less. If I make a direction change, I have to run. They're not going to want to do that.
Did you say the goat is out? Can you get her? It's that one side. That side. She doesn't like to listen on that side.
On the horse side?
Yeah. The right
I told
side.
Jamie, since she doesn't like that side, that means you double time the work on that side she doesn't like. As long as you get the, I told her, as long as you get the health clearance, as long as she's okay, her eyes are fine, her muscles are fine, then it's just, you know, something you have to do.
Right, you got that right? And they say everything's good?
Yeah.
But,
This is one of the videos we were watching. They were saying that the left side, the side you're on right now, is the human side, and the right side is the horse side. That they keep that to themselves. Like,
Yep.
so sometimes they're really particular about
Yep.
being handled on that side.
Absolutely. That's true.
Is that just because of the way their brain functions with left eye, right eye?
Yeah, that's it's just breeding. Horses. I didn't say stop. So her stopping and going into a trot without me asking is just pure laziness. She's a 2-year-old. She can run and run and run and run and run and run. This is what these guys are made for, is to go for
Right.
miles and miles and miles and miles. Girl. Now I'm just working her for you. For you guys. Getting her a good workout. Some of that energy. Now all this stuff is so important for when you guys start to saddle train her. Because you know you see these cowboys and these Spanish trainers. What they do is they really do break the horse. They break her spirit. right? They don't do any of this that we're doing here right now. They get a new horse, they put it in a round pen, they stick a saddle on it. What do? Turn into a bucky bronco. You know how much that stresses a horse out? I guarantee you, you continue to keep doing this groundwork with her, that when you guys do come 6-8 months from now, when you decide to start riding her, she won't buck. She'll accept the rider. Because you established a relationship, you established boundaries, trust.
Right.
It's so important. And a lot of these trainers, a lot of these cowboys, Spanish, I say Spanish because of how they train a lot of their Pasaquinos. Stick them in a round pen, put a saddle on them, and they fucking stress them out. You break their spirit. Then, of course, yeah, you got a horse that'll do what you ask it to do. Not because they want to, but because if they don't, they get beat, they get chased, whatever.
Can I put that down?
So I asked her to come into me, and she did it. She did a direction change. So I'm gonna chase her. And ask for it again. That's what I want. Good girl. Licking and chewing. That's a good girl. Yeah, you're hot, huh? Yes, you are. You're a hot mirror, huh? I just want to walk her out a little bit. She's pretty hot. So I don't know if you guys know this, but whenever you're done working a horse, you want to walk out their muscles.
Okay. That just keeps them cramping and.
Keeps them from cramping. Good girl. Nope, keep walking. So she thinks I just want her to work. So when she does that, I'm just gonna just gently ask, I just want you to walk on. Good girl. I don't want you to work. Just walk it out. There you go. Go. Good girl. I'm not using a lot of energy because I don't want her to trot. I want her to walk. Now with this, when she does stuff like this, if they don't answer, you just keep asking. There you go. Good girl. Good girl. There we go. Good girl. Good girl. So yeah, walking it out helps prevent any injuries, lets her muscles cool down, lets her cool down, helps. She wants to roll 'cause she's all sweaty. Keep going. Nope. Good girl. There you go. Just walk. Good girl. And I'm letting her cut in the middle because I'm doing a cool down. Just letting her muscles ease.
Do you see a big difference between, like, we were originally going to put this pen in the backyard, we were going to do 50 foot, because of the glass and all that.
I do
End up
think
doing a
this is
40 foot?
better.
Is this
I do